Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of this Q&A series with questions and answers and video games. Yes, all that good stuff. Okay, let's get straight on into the questions. I will say that most of the questions in today's episode are going to be from Ben. He's asked quite a lot it seems, so yeah, thanks Ben. Okay, on to the first one from Ben. It says, favourite season/month of the year and why? And then least favourite season/month of the year and why? Well, I'm going to go with favourite season and least favourite season, I think, instead of month, because month's very difficult. Months are too varied to pick a favourite and least favourite from year to year. So, one year I might have a really good October, another year I might have a really good July, and then I might have a really bad July. I don't know. So let's go with seasons. I think that's a bit easier. What is my favourite season? I could be like, oh, my favourite season is winter because I like it. I like when it's cold and I like the darkness because I'm different. But no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be boring and say I like summer the most. I like summer because, well, obviously, warmer, sunnier, the days are longer. I can play more outside. I was going to say outside sport. There's only one sport I play outside, that's tennis, but still, I can play more tennis, go for bike rides, stuff like that. And I don't have this. There's that thing, isn't there, where is it called seasonal something disorder? Where the darkness actually causes depression in some people. So when it gets to winter, they actually get really sad. I don't think I have that. I think I just have the sort of general idea that when it gets dark, you kind of, it does feel a little bit more miserable. Especially when I did my placement, I kind of woke up when it was dark. I had to get up early to catch a train, so I woke up when it was pitch black, pretty much, and I didn't come back home from work until about 6-7. So it was already dark by then as well. So it's like you missed the entire day of light because you've been working the whole time, and that's kind of a bit of a downer as well. So yeah, I think I like summer the most. That being said, the only negative to summer is the bees and the wasps, but I think I can live with that for the better weather, I think. Okay, so moving on to the next question, which is not from Ben, it's from the Double O Game. And the question is, why do you never change the videos in your outro? I think I've only seen 2 different versions, and the one you used for ages had your least favourite Let's Play in it. That's a very good question. It's one that I have noticed, and I always said to myself that I was going to make some more outros using different Let's Plays. I made those well over 2 years ago now, I think. And when I made them, I was thinking, okay, as I make more Let's Plays in the future, I'll make more outros, and I can kind of mix it up a bit, have a nice bit of variety. I'm actually lazier than I thought I would be because I have not made any more, and I think I've still got the project files, so I could easily enough make them. But really, the whole point of those outros was, and I think it is still a thing, but it's definitely less. I see it less now. Is when at the end of a video you'd have the kind of end slate, and you'd have annotation links to other videos, hoping that people would then click onto more of your stuff. And I did that for maybe a year. I had actual annotation links on the videos. I don't do that anymore. You may notice it's just a video and there's nothing clickable because it was such a faff to set up the YouTube annotations. You have to go in every single time, draw the boxes, do the text, do the link, do how long they're on screen for, position them, all that sort of stuff. It was such a right pain to do for every video, so I ended up just stopping it after a while. But now, about damn time, YouTube have finally implemented some sort of automatic system of doing that. I see it on some people's videos where at the end of the video you're watching, it will come up on screen with other things to watch, kind of suggested videos. So I don't think you can specifically choose what comes up, but I think YouTube will just kind of do its algorithm and put a suggested video at the end. That's what I should start using, really. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with those outros. I don't really want to get rid of them, but at the same time, they're not really that useful. I should make more though, I suppose, or just get rid of them altogether. I'll have a think about that. It was a good topic to bring up. Thank you. All right, and now back to the questions from Ben. His question is, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If not, please disregard this question. If so, what are your thoughts on the new Star Wars Battlefront as compared to the originals back on the PS2? I'll tell the truth, don't worry. What do I think of the new Battlefront by DICE? Well, I can't say much on this because I've only played a tiny bit of that game in the beta, which I think was about a year ago now. Or was it 2 years ago? When did that game come out? No, I think it was last year. Man, I don't know. Who knows what the time's doing now. But I played the beta. I remember that. And I didn't really like it that much. It was okay, not great. That being said, when you say compared to the originals on the PS2, I think there is a lot of nostalgia tied to those old games. And I say that because I've recently played Battlefront 2, maybe a few months ago, and it was still very fun, don't get me wrong. It's still a very good game, but it definitely isn't the same as you remember it. And I think what do I think? What do I even think? I think they're better than the new one, definitely. But it made me realise playing the old game again that I really didn't know much about that, how to play. Like, I never used the commanding system. You know how you can command troops to do stuff, so you can make them follow you, and then you can make them defend or attack or something with the D-pad. I never did that. I never even knew you could do that. I felt so dumb finding out back in like April. So what? You can do that? Basically, I think the reason why the new Star Wars Battlefront game sucks is not specifically because of the game itself. I think it's more because it's now fitting into the template of most modern AAA games, which is, you know, the whole DLC stuff, and you're not really getting a full game, and they expect you to pay practically the price of another game to get things which should have been in the original. So, you know, they've finally done space battles now. I saw that there's some sort of trailer for the Death Star and also some space battle maps, and it's a DLC. So I don't understand why that is extra. That was in the original Battlefronts. Why should you have to pay more to access that part of the game? Don't understand. The whole sort of the fact that there isn't a proper single player. A lot of games are now kind of way more oriented to multiplayer because that's where the money is. Look at things like, was it Titanfall? I don't think that had a single player. You could argue that GTA 5, I know it's got a single player, but that single player hasn't been touched for 3 years, and the multiplayer has been given loads of DLC and add-ons and stuff. So it seems like multiplayer is definitely the way forward in games, which is a shame because I know a lot of people obviously still want a solid single player campaign. So that's sort of dodgy. The only thing you can give it credit for, I suppose, is the way it looks. It is a beautiful looking game. They really did nail that Star Wars aesthetic, and the sound effects as well. Altogether, it really does feel like Star Wars. It's just they just had to give the Battlefront 2 game an HD remaster. That's all they had to do, and people would have lapped it up. I don't think anyone would have complained if it was too similar to Battlefront 2. Let's put it that way. There's just not much of a game there, really. Maybe there is by now, because like I said, they've released loads of DLC for it. But when it first came out, there was practically no game there, which is really, really odd. But I'm going to stop rambling now. That's my thoughts on it. I don't even play the game, so who am I to talk? Right. The next question from Ben is, I'll assume you are still under oath. Who is your favourite viewer? Excluding myself and Wesley, of course. Yeah, Wesley. Who's my favourite viewer? You can't ask that question. I don't have a favourite viewer. There's not someone who I see a comment from and go, ooh, I'm really happy I got a comment from them. Like, there's no one person. I'm happy to get all comments, really. Now, that being said, if there's a video where I'm making it and I know that one person will get a real kick out of it, maybe like a JSON fan server one, then I'll kind of be looking forward to see if they see it. but in general, no favourite viewer. Don't try and put me in a corner. Alright. Okay. Next question from It's Ben again. If you could visit 3 countries, specific locations, all expenses paid, where would they be? I'm guessing you'd go for Shangri-La, Mexico City, and Liverpool. Was I right? No. I have been to Liverpool though. It was quite nice. It was pretty good. Where would I go? 3 places. Okay, I probably should have thought of this before I started recording. Well, one of them would definitely be... Oh, you say countries / specific locations. So could I just put America? That's a bit lazy though, just saying America as a whole. Okay, specific locations in the US. I would really like to go to... I'd really like to go to Las Vegas. I don't know why, because I don't really like gambling that much. I don't have money to gamble that much, and I don't know. I just find it so interesting, like the kind of story of Las Vegas and how there's this little oasis of neon and lights and action in the middle of a desert. I just think that's great. I'd just like to see it for myself. So Las Vegas, I'd like to go to. Oh, but I don't know. All expenses paid. Does that include gambling? Maybe. So I'll definitely go there then. So let's say there. Where else would I like to go? Let me think about this. Okay, I've got a couple more. Seamless editing right there, you see. I was actually thinking for a while. But there was one. How could I forget this one? There's somewhere I've wanted to go, and I think I've mentioned this in a Let's Play. Probably the gun Let's Play. Somewhere I've always wanted to go, again it's in the US, is Monument Valley. Sort of, you see it and it's kind of like the icon of the Wild West. And I'd love to go there. I don't know what it is about that place. I know I've got a friend who went on some sort of trek across America, and he went there, and he was posting these photos on Facebook, and I was just the most jealous I think I've ever been, actually. Some of the photos he was taking was just beautiful, and again, I don't really know why. I guess it's just because I like the Wild West history so much, and that place is so tied to it culturally. So, yeah, Monument Valley. I think that's in Colorado, maybe? Would you? I've got a computer right in front of me. Let's just quickly look it up. Monument Valley. Nope, it's on the Arizona-Utah border, so I was way off. Okay, well, not way off. Was it one state over? Anyway, so yeah, there. So we've got Las Vegas. Man, they're quite close to each other, aren't they? Las Vegas, Monument Valley. Maybe I could put that into one. No, it's fine. And the last place I'd like to go to is, and I've looked this one up as well because I forgot what it was called, is Phang Nga Bay. Wait, I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. Phang Nga, maybe that G is silent? Nah? I don't know. The place in Thailand where they filmed The Man with the Golden Gun, and I think that area around there, or at least one of the islands in this bay, is called James Bond Island. It's where Scaramanga's base is set, so when Bond flies in on the plane, and it's also where Scaramanga's laying down with his champagne and stuff like that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place, and I saw it in an episode of Top Gear as well. I'm pretty sure they went there in one of their special kind of road trip episodes. I'm pretty sure, and it's just it looks beautiful, and the fact that it's kind of James Bond related. Oh man, I'd love to go there. That'd be great. So yeah, those are the 3 places I'd like to go to. There are probably a lot more. Well, there's definitely are a lot more. There's a whole world I could visit. So, no, but we're going to stick with those 3. There are other places. Canada, I'd like to go to. Germany, I'd like to go to. New Zealand, I'd like to go to, definitely. But no, we'll stick with those 3. That's a good question. So, let's move on to another question from Muckbrush Threepable, aka It's Ben again. So, of the 3 Monkey Islands you've played, which did you enjoy the most? Which did I enjoy the most? The thing is, they all sort of blur together in my mind. I really can't separate them out very easily. Like, the first one's where we get married. No. um, I'm going to say the second one is my favourite. And I'm not entirely sure why, but I think it's because I like the whole... Yes, the second one was with the sort of time... It was bookended quite nicely because you start off down the hole, don't you? And then Guybrush tells his story to Elaine as a big flashback. And then it cuts back to Guybrush down the hole at the end, which I quite liked. That was a nice sort of storytelling device there. And was that one the one with... Oh, what? Herman Toothrot? Was that his name? My memory, guys, is just diabolical. I think that was with him. And Largo? I think Largo's in that one. Obviously Stan's in it. And that's the one with the spitting contest and yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one, but that's just because of vague memories of liking that one the most. I may be completely wrong, but I don't think it'll be the one I've most recently played, The Curse of Monkey Island. Don't know why, but just not up there with maybe the first two. And then it's number 4, which people say is even worse. So that's not great to look forward to, but oh well. Actually, there's a second part of this question, Monkey Island themed. Would you rather drink a cup of Monkey Island grog or carry a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle everywhere you go for your entire life, knowing it has absolutely no use and will most likely never be employed to perform any task whatsoever? So drink a cup of Monkey Island grog or carry a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle forever. I mean, how? I mean, when it says carry a rubber chicken, can I just sort of like have it on my back, like a backpack? That'd be kind of awkward, though, I suppose. You'd have to explain it every time you meet someone. Imagine like, you get married, there's a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle on their back. Or under your arm, or around your neck. I think it's got to be the grog. Grog is watered down rum, isn't it? It's got to be rum. I guess the fact it's Monkey Island grog could mean it's a lot worse. But I suppose that could kill me as well, maybe. I'm going to go for the grog. I just think that your whole life with a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle, that's a lot to ask for, isn't it? And what happens if you drop it? Or can you not drop it? Is it glued to you? Is it attached to you? Yeah, that's a very interesting question. I'm going to go with the grog. Okay, next question from Ben. Favourite Chinese dinner? Favourite Italian dinner? Be as specific as you like. What beverage for each? Apologies if you're hungry now. Favourite Chinese dinner? Well, here's the thing with Chinese food. I don't ever cook Chinese food myself. I've never really had much kind of homemade Chinese food, like a stir fry or something. The only time I eat Chinese food is Chinese takeaway. So I'll have to say what my favourite Chinese takeaway is, which is things like... I think I've answered this before, haven't I? Sweet and sour chicken balls. We have chicken chow mein. Special fried rice. Spare ribs. That's nice. Spare ribs. I think I don't mind duck. A bit greasy, but I don't mind duck. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Italian dinner, that's a bit more, that one, the easy question is pizza, but I think I'm going to go with lasagna. You can't beat a very nice lasagna. I think that's my favourite. If we were to go to an Italian restaurant, I'd probably order a lasagna. Yeah. Oh yeah, with some nice green pasta. Very good. Okay, beverage for each? God knows. Wine, I guess, with the Italian food. Some sort of wine would be quite nice. Chinese food. What do you have with a Chinese takeaway? Goodness knows. Anything. Actually, probably water, because it's quite greasy and, yeah. Anyway, next question from Ben is pulp or no pulp orange juice? Very easy question for me to answer. Pulp all the way. Why would you get rid of the fruit in the drink? You're drinking the fruit juice, you might as well have some fruit with it. I love pulp. Pulp all the way. Pulp for life. Pulp lives matter. Alright. When can we expect the JFS quartet? Am I correct in assuming Old Man Dan will be the baritone? And finally, when will we see Toscanini, Caruso and Nexer do a reunion tour of the Galapagos? I've submitted too many questions. Apologies. What? JFS quad. No, Old Man Dan will not be the baritone unless he's using that thing on TeamSpeak, which lowers his voice, or can make him like a chipmunk. I think in terms of JFS music, you're not going to go for a quartet. You're going to go for a duet between Rad and Shorstin. They are the two musicians. I say musicians. I mean singers of the server for sure. So maybe some nice Dirty Dancing duet. I've had a time of my life, or what other good duets are? Ebony and Ivory. Yeah, things like that, I think. Now, the last couple questions are from Thomas Hazelden. First one I'm going to skip because I've answered this a few times, I think, and that is, what would you like to see added to Minecraft? I've definitely answered that one before. His next question is, have you ever considered trying out Minecraft Xbox Edition? I may have answered this one as well, come to think of it, but the answer is no. I don't see the point of, there's nothing different, or if there is, the changes are so small, there's no point. I'm happy on the server. I've said before that if I didn't play on the JFS, I probably wouldn't play Minecraft at all, really. So I wouldn't leave that to go on the Xbox Edition. There's no reason for me to go over there. To me, the PC Java version is the ultimate version of it. It's the best. It may not be the best sort of with optimization. The Xbox Edition may run better, but the Java one is the true version of Minecraft. To me. I'm just a hipster, man. It's the one I played. I played it back in October 2010. Okay, so that is all the questions for today. Thank you very much, Ben, mostly for the questions, but also thank you to Double O Game and Thomas. So, if you have any more questions for me to answer in these episodes, head down to the link below in the description. Check out the Google link. Type in your question, type in your name, press submit, I'll get it, and I'll answer it in a future episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Oh, no, wait, one more thing. Little addendum here. I used to say this in these episodes, and I forgot. I've started to forget doing this. But I used to say, any of these questions you feel like answering yourself, do so in the comments. I'd like to know where you'd like to go. Three locations across the world. Where would you choose? Or what's your favourite Chinese food? I don't know. Just I want to flip this around and get to know you some more as well. So if you feel like answering some of these questions, go ahead and also leave your own with the Google link. Okay, that's really the end now. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.